I could tell you, you had construction all done in your, do you think it takes a day, you know?
No, it's more than a day.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I have to let her know that much. I don't know, you're correct.
Yeah,
But either she would have to live there and live with that, whatever it is, dust or no, who knows what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Or she can go to a hotel or however that works.
Yeah.
Or a friend or whatever, because because the work has to be done.
Yeah, I understand.
So I'm trying to give you that information, and what happened in the middle of the night when I don't sleep, you saw what time I was doing emails,
yeah,
didn't you?
2 a.m.
2 a.m. I said, okay, how am I gonna get around this? And, because I have to figure out how to coordinate. My job is not to do it, thank you, Jesus. Because that one I couldn't even figure out. But somehow I'm always still there trying to help them figure it out. Peg, why is that? Anyway, yeah, we're laughing because somehow I always have to be there and I don't know shit, but somehow I figured it's even like my mother. I don't even get that.
So have any appointments been made?
Well, no, I have to speak with her and say the initial one will be tomorrow.
Well, can we do the initial one with Tom when he's available, when he can come and look at what he can see before we take things apart? Because it's very hard for me to have a lot of people come through the place also.
Okay, so let me put it to you this way. Nothing will be done tomorrow. We're just gonna look.
I know, but even people come, I don't have people come to my house. If I have
Okay.
people come to my house, I have to ask them to not use certain detergents, not use certain perfumes. It's very
No, Steve doesn't use
complicated.
perfumes.
I know,
or
but you
detergents.
use detergents to wash your clothes, and I cannot be around chemicals that come into my house.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Or I have to keep it to a minimum.
So we'll keep it to a minimum. So tomorrow, what you
No,
can
I'd
do
like,
is
can
open
we
the...
have Tom come in? When Tom comes in,
Well,
we
how do we
can
know
all
what's
come in.
how do we know what's going to be on his clothes?
Well, he's gonna have to come in anyway. I just want it all at the same time if I'm gonna do it.
Well, no, Valerie, I think this one I have to kind of put the foot down. I would like to just take a quick look and get Steve's take on it first.
What's a quick look?
5 minutes,
5 minutes, okay.
10 minutes at the most.
I can do 5
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah, and then if you feel the clothes have the wrong detergent, you can step away.
Well, I'm not gonna, no, but when you leave, it's gonna stay in the place. It's not that I have to step away. It's gonna stay in my apartment.
Well, then Valerie, I have to tell you,
I
on
know,
this
I know
note.
this is very difficult for me.
Yeah,
That's why.
well, no, it's very difficult for us as well. So then the only way to handle it
Mhm.
is you're gonna have to really think about going to a hotel.
Right, and I will, but that's why I'd like to do everything at once so that I can leave to a hotel on a certain day and stay there, not go to a hotel, come back, go to a hotel, come
Well,
back.
you
Well, this
realize-
is dragging out, do you know
Oh,
what I'm
well,
saying?
no, once, but initially we have to take a look. So let Steve take a look tomorrow, really quick, and I will be there with him, so this way at least there's some comfort and get some sense of what's going on.
Can Bob come too?
You can invite Bob, but the association will not pay him.
Okay.
So if he wants to come and not be paid to be there. But again, now we're talking 3 people there, so you're telling me you don't want all these people, now we're adding a 3rd. Bob really has nothing to say, and I like Bob.
Bob knows that apartment better than anyone. His daughter owned it, and he did work on it.
Right,
That's how I would think you'd want him there.
Not since it's been renovated though.
well,
No, he did the bathroom, he did the kitchen, you know, so he knows what's
Okay.
going on in there.
so, well,
I thought the other guy did it.
No, he told everyone he did it, but he didn't.
Yeah. Oh.
okay, well,
I
then,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, he
That
told people a
ceiling
lot
was
of
ripped
stuff
out,
that he did,
the
that
ceiling
wasn't
was
true.
ripped out when I was there.
Yeah, the ceiling, yeah,
So-
but he didn't do the bathroom, he didn't do
He
the,
did nothing in the bathroom.
no, he did stuff in the, he did the walls in the bathroom, yeah.
And the washer and dryer?
Yeah, and the washer and dryer.
What did he do in the walls? What do you mean he did the walls?
The walls are, actually, I'm assuming he did the walls because the walls match the ceiling in the living room. So
Oh.
you said that he did the ceiling in the living room. If it matches the walls in the bathroom, I assume he did them. But I'm making an assumption. I don't know what he did.
Okay, well, when I was in there, I think it was March, it was just a mess. So you can have 3 people in there tomorrow for 5 or 10 minutes, and maybe Bob can give some indication what was done, because I was not in there.
Okay,
All
I'll see
right.
if he would come.
Well, you know what? What time is good for you?
Let's do, let me look at my calendar. Okay, how about 1 o'clock tomorrow?
No, how about 11?
Can we do it later? I'm not there in the first part of the day.
Oh. One o'clock, Steve goes to lunch, so that's not
2
gonna
o'clock?
work.
2:30? 3?
I don't know where Bob is tomorrow. I know he's around in the morning, so you're not there at all in the morning. Okay. 2 o'clock it is.
Okay, 2 o'clock. Okay. Were you able to make an appointment with Tom at all, or?
No, we have to go in first
Okay.
to see what is going on.
Okay.
Then I will speak with Steve and potentially Bob and see what is the next step.
Okay.
What is their opinion? Because remember, I just have to coordinate it. Then I will call Tom, and then I have to get the sheetrock guy, and he has to remove it. He is going to have to go in there and take a look to see what he needs. I'm telling you that right now before Tom goes in, because we can't have, so he may be here tomorrow. I can see if he's going to be around tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Can you tell me a little more about the sheetrock guy?
Yeah.
Because that's going to be where all of the dust and everything is going to
Right.
come from.
So he's not going to cut anything tomorrow. He has to look and see what he needs.
Right.
Okay, so, correct, there's going to be dust and there's going to be a mess. You're going to need to clean up the area,
I
so,
will need to clean it up.
yeah, you will need to do it. Like, I don't know if you got a toaster out there or glasses out there. Yeah. Oh, yes, it is, I
Okay,
get it.
well, let me tell you about my situation and how I ended up here. I think it's very important that you understand the extreme of my health issues and what exactly they mean. I became very, very sick, and I moved here from Boston. I left everything behind to come
Okay.
here so I can restore my health.
Mm-hmm.
I probably looked at about 30 condos before I bought one, before I found this one. The reason why I liked this one was because it was renovated, because I knew that my health cannot withstand construction
Mm-hmm.
or any kind of work being done inside of the place, because I'm highly allergic to chemicals, molds,
Mm-hmm.
dust, all of that. So, as I already told you, I did a air test before I even purchased the condo or made an offer, or no, after I made the offer. But before I purchased the condo, you know, it was about $700 to make sure that I'm able to live in this condo. And it came out with a few issues, and I had to put in another $2,500 after I moved in order to get the air quality to where I need it to be so that I can live there.
Okay.
So the construction, it's not, it happens and then you clean it up and it's gone. There are remnants depending on how it's done. There are people that understand the precautions they need to take for people like me.
Okay.
And that's why I asked for you to work with Tom, the AC guy, because he is in that business.
Okay.
And I appreciate very much that you spoke to him and that you are using him as the vendor. I know he's not going to disappoint you. He's got a stellar reputation and he knows his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the sheetrock guy, I don't know anything about, but I would feel more comfortable if I could find somebody who can also take those precautions when working within my unit, so that I am not, so when I return, I'm able to live there.
Okay.
So I'd like to do that as the next
Valerie,
step.
we're stuck, we gotta get moving with this, so
I understand.
whatever it costs, and then if it's our fault, we pay for it, if it's your fault, you pay for it. If
And I
it's-
sue Jack, yeah.
However, you know what, it may be even covered under insurance, you may not even need to get that ad agera, I don't know. I don't know how it works after
I
that,
don't know either.
so, again.
Okay, but let's just
Fine,
also.
you know what, we gotta move along, so
Yeah.
find a guy that you're comfortable with.
Okay,
The only thing is, again, and I'm going to make this very clear, and I'm glad it's being recorded,
mhm,
Steve must be present
that's fine. I
at
don't have a
all
problem.
times.
I don't have a problem.
And if you can't, his clothes or his soap, I get it, I'm not
No, I
being
mean-
sarcastic, I'm just, but we can't have him not
I
be there.
understand, this is,
Okay, yeah,
this is an
this is a
HOA issue.
required,
I
it's
understand.
required.
I don't
Okay.
have a problem, I just don't
Okay.
want all of these appointments. If we can just have it
Well,
all in one day.
No, I
you
don't know
know.
that it could be
I
done or not.
understand, I
Yeah,
understand,
so
but as much
let me
as we can.
let me explain, there's an investigation, because at this point, I don't know what's been done in the
Yes.
apartment.
I don't know.
So it's okay, but it's not about blame or we gotta, we are trying to work with you, but we have to kind of take a peek to see what we have to do. So I will not use Luis, I mean, he's a top notch, but this way you're more comfortable, not a problem. And you find somebody, but we don't want to drag this out too long, because right now they cannot use their condo, Eileen and Phil.
I understand.
So, you found the guy, he was very nice, we're amenable to trying to please around here, always,
I appreciate
but,
that.
but you gotta be now a little, so, I still would like to come in tomorrow at 2 o'clock, just to
2
take a quick look,
Okay,
and maybe it is wise, Bob, I'll have Steve speak to Bob, we'll get in there, and, come, again, I see 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. I don't know what Steve is going to say, so I can't guarantee this, you understand? I may have a question, it may not be something you can, maybe Bob can answer, so maybe it's wise, so, but the three of us will be there at the same time. And I do want to just take a quick look in the bathroom, again, just 2 minutes, I want to see that vent. I don't know why he changed the vent, okay. I'm, anyway,
okay,
yeah, so we'll see you tomorrow at 2,
okay,
unless something changes, which I don't anticipate, but
okay.
I will do my best. Anything, folks, you have to say?
No.
Are you clear with everything?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes,
sounds like a plan.
okay, and then I'll talk with Steve, then you're gonna find the sheetrock guy, or whatever, cuts, whatever, and then I'll speak with, and I will coordinate all three, because I shouldn't have to go back, I don't wanna go back, quite honestly. And then Steve will figure it out, what has to, and work with, and go like this, whatever he does, right? That's how it's, and then we'll go from there.
Okay,
But in all seriousness, I think it's probably best, whether the right sheep guy is there or not, right sheep rock guy is there, did I say that right?
yeah,
You think about a
Yeah.
hotel, because there's no sense taking a chance.
yeah. Yeah, it's just, things are not easy for me to stay in a hotel. I have a lot of medical equipment, you know, I'm
Oh.
going through treatments,
I'm
you
so
know.
sorry.
I'm in the middle of all of this, kind of. I came here to heal myself, and when I do the treatments, I get a lot of times worse before I get better, so.
Are they
you know,
working?
They are, but I'm afraid, that's why I'm so, you know,
You're what?
I was on the right path, and this is kind of really throwing me off.
You know, I'll tell you something, these things I told you yesterday, for whatever reason, it sucks, but they happen for some reason. So when this shit in plain English happens to me, and it's quite a best, well, you know, I told you, there's some lesson in it for me. I can't tell you what that is, but this is a personal thing, it has nothing to do with the association. But if I were you, I'd say, why am I dealing with this? Because, and see if you get an answer, you may get one. Because it may be something, again, I can't second guess that, but for me, it helps me try and, oh, okay, I have this to learn. I don't know whether it's patience or whether it's I need more compassion or whatever it is.
Mhm.
It's some lesson for me to, because nothing happens in the universe by accident.
Right,
Yeah. So, are we done?
okay.
I'll see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Amen.
Yeah, well, yeah, just,
Again, it's yes.
yes,
I have to
yes, for
speak-
2 o'clock, but
I have to speak to
the
Steve.
only question is,
have
when
to
will
speak.
Tom come up? Because I feel like he would be the one who will really shine the light onto what needs to be
Correct.
done next.
So,
So I can make plans, I guess.
well, no, I can't answer that till I speak with Steve. So I have to speak with them and say, Steve, what's the next, what do you think needs to be done? Get the guy out. Well, then we're gonna have to get the sheetrock guy, so you're gonna have to find the sheetrock guy.
Well, Tom, can Tom come and just look without the sheet? Because he says he may not need.
No, when you spoke to him this morning? When I
Yeah.
spoke to him this afternoon, he says, no, the ceiling has to come out.
Okay, he said this he wants.
Yes.
Okay,
So somebody has to cut it out. Steve does not do that.
Gotcha,
Steve will be there while the ceiling is being cut out.
gotcha.
Because Steve will be assistance because he knows those lines and the, what do you call it, the
Yeah, He's been
insulation.
here for years.
Yeah, so
familiar
he's
with
done
the
these things before, so I have to count on him from the association's point of view. And then I'm sure he will be helpful to Tom, because he knows the building, plus the sheetrock guy. So the thing is what, to work together to get this. It may be resolved in an hour, from my lips to God's
Okay,
ears.
so the ceilings come out no matter what at this point?
At 99.9%. Could I be wrong? Yes. So when Steve comes tomorrow, he'll let us know. How's
Okay.
that? Yeah, but you said the cubby, I think Tom said the cubby hole is just so big, he can't, well, you already know that, so then you already know the answer.
Yeah.
So then I will get, then.
Is it possible to make the cubby hole bigger? Instead of the whole
Like
You
ceiling?
know what? Now, Valerie, you already
I
know
don't
the
know,
answer
just
to that. You're asking, but how would I
Oh,
know?
okay.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't answer that.
yeah, well,
So-
the lines are not that far from there, I saw them. They're not
Right.
far from the cubby hole, is what I'm
Well,
saying.
is it far enough where he's got to go like this and he's got to put his head in? Or how is he
Yeah,
going to be
well-
able to see which line is leaking, if it's there?
Yeah, they're gonna have, they'll figure it out.
So, but before that even takes place, I'm going to take Tom downstairs to the, remember I told you this, I'm going to take him downstairs and they're going to test the pressure in that line before anything is done.
Right.
So, again, who knows?
One step at a time.
Right, and that's how it all has to be done, and now we're at this step, okay?
Okay.
Good. We'll see you tomorrow at 2.
Okay, thank you so
All
much.
right,
Good luck.
Thank you.
yeah,
Nice
we'll get it
Feel
figured
better.
out.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you so
absolutely,
much.
affirm that health. All
Yes,
right.
I'm on the right track.
And your
so-
little doggy